Hey, good morning. Want to let you know I'm ready. Sorry I'm running late. I had to actually go do something for my mom, and I'm late getting started, but I'm yet doing. And it's a great thing to be yet doing. Yet doing all the time. It's going to take me a moment to get myself set up this morning, but hold on, be patient, and I'll be right there. It's a great day. It's windy. I'm outside again today, my favorite place to be, and I enjoy being outside, and I hope we don't have too much outside interference, but if we do, it's called living. Let's know that. It's called living. So all is well with me this morning. I'm just still trying to set myself up to get ready to talk and to share my views with you, and hope that it helps whomever needs the help. You know, we have to keep searching for answers, and everything that we do, we have to keep searching for answers all the time. We have to just never give up. Just never give up on ourselves, on our families, on our loved ones. And so I think y'all have got a good view on everything. I hope you do anyway. But I'm doing this as quick as I possibly can, so forgive me for my tardiness. Like I said, you won't believe things creep up and distractions sometime, but I'm still going to do what I have decided to do. And I'm glad you're here with me this morning. And all is well. It's a great day. It's a great day because we are alive and well and doing things, living a life. And so we just keep on doing what we need to do. And everything works out for our good as we keep on trying, keep on praying, keep on doing whatever it takes in a positive way. We don't want to be negative and throw off negative vibes and get all distracted because of doing evil things, the wrong things. And I'm going to step away for just a moment and leave a little stand. We don't want to do those evil things, and because we need to be teaching better. We need to teach better. We need to show better courtesies, and we need to go back and just make life as best as we possibly can. I had a busy week. I love a busy week. I don't like to have idle time anyway. Excuse me as I do some other turning and flipping. And so good morning, Pamela. As a classmate of mine, she always joins and listens, and I do appreciate you for listening. So here we are. I think I'm all tuned up and ready and to do what I want to do. And as I'm speaking to you, let me tell you that today I want to talk about listening. And listening is what I am here to talk about. And so as we go forward, we want to do all those things that we need to do. So what I'm going to talk about is listening. The title of this topic is called Listening. And, it's an easy thing to do, but yet we sometimes find it hard to do, especially when it's time our turn to listen to someone express their views and their feelings. But I've come to discover that the best way to show somewhere you care is to listen. And it doesn't cost anything for you to do that. Whew, got a little nip out here, but I'm okay. There are many ways we can show someone we care, just how much we care. You put a dollar amount on it if you want to or not. But some of the ways we do show that we care is by buying gifts. We hug and we kiss. Sometimes we just verbally tell someone, I love you, and that we find that hard to do sometimes. So we need to spend more time telling our loved ones and our friends that we love them. Sometimes we just give these great compliments and just let everyone know just how much we appreciate them being in our life. The thing is, we don't do that enough. We do not do that enough. We do not tell people in our life that we love them and that we appreciate them, that we love your hairdo. It won't hurt. Oh, that we love the dress you're wearing or the jacket you're wearing, the coat. But anyway, one of the easiest things, it doesn't cost anything but time to do, as it relates to showing someone how much you care about them is to just simply listen. Using what God has already given us, this gift right here. He didn't give us just one ear. He gave us 2 ears. So we got 2. See, we have 2 eyes, which are very important. And we have 2 pretty much of everything but the lip. So we know we will always want to do our lips and do all the lip service. But we got more ears than lip. And another thing that comes with listening is good eye contact. We want to give whoever we're listening to some good eye contact. So, if I'm talking to someone and they're looking off in Never Land at me, I'm like, what's going on here? How come I can't get eye contact? So I have discovered, after being in the public for a long time, with working in the public actually, that the best way to show someone you care about them is to just simply listen. Not only listen, but you want to understand what your loved one or friend or whoever it is that you're talking to is saying. When your loved one is speaking, don't interrupt. That's the worst thing you can do, because they lose their train of thought, and what they were going to tell you to get it all out of the system, it's kind of lost. So don't interrupt, and don't start trying to offer advice immediately before fully understanding the complete story. We got to listen to the story. There's a beginning, a middle, and an end, so we need to listen to all of it. Don't at the beginning start assuming that you know everything. You haven't listened to the middle and the end. Believe it or not, listening and giving our full attention to our loved ones, to our friends, and to our acquaintances is important to foster a loving, positive relationship. And you can't tell me everybody doesn't appreciate a good relationship. Relationships that can last a lifetime. If a package can be labeled handle with care, why not a human being? So I want you to treat every human being with TLC, tender love and care. I believe that if we can hear what our loved ones are saying completely and understand really what they're trying to convey to us and talk to us about, we can do wonders with these ears. We close this off and do this. It is absolutely the greatest gift in you listening and showing TLC to someone. When we give our full attention to listening, it shows we care, It just absolutely shows we care. You haven't been cut off by someone when you're talking, and it just shows just how great a listener you are and that you really care about their concern and how that person is feeling, what they're going through. And so this is how you listen. You close the mouth and listen with your ears. Make eye contact. We've already sometimes made a choice to show interest into someone else's life. So if you find yourself saying inside, internally, in your brain, your head, I don't care. Well, you're not listening. And so if you're going to listen to someone and with care, you're going to have to listen. You're going to have to stop saying, I don't care, and have other idle thoughts going through your mind while someone is speaking. Because, usually a person can detect if you're listening to them or not. So listen. Just simply listen. Just simply listen. It doesn't cost anything. It's free. Just takes a little time. But that's all. And listening during a face-to-face conversation like we're having right now, sometimes your facial expressions matter. My body language, your body language matters. And combine the two, body language and facial expressions, it will show and tell on you, no matter how well you think you are mastering and pretending that you're listening by smiling or nodding and giving advice. Your body language, your facial expressions are important and harder to detect over the phone, but you simply just want to pay attention, as the person you're listening to has requested of you. Give them a little time. They would not have requested this time if they didn't need immediate attention right now. And if they didn't think that their conversation with you was of the utmost importance. However, now there are times someone might call and want to talk, and if you don't have time right then, you want to schedule an appointment or a time. I'll talk with you in 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever the case may be. Just don't leave them hanging and not give them any hopes of ever talking to you soon. They want to talk to you right now. When listening, you've got to think about how it feels to be loved. If you don't understand or have not experienced what they are talking about, I need for you to try to imagine what their situation might feel like. For example, try to imagine that what it would feel like. Let me make up an example. What it would feel like if your job or school had a hair school code. A code that would require you to cut your long natural hair. How would you feel? I know if I had to do that, I'd feel kind of horrible and disappointed, upset, and wonder about this rule. So I need for us to find a way to see from your loved ones or your friend point of view on how the length, the style, or the texture of their hair on the tops of their head, not bothering anyone. Try to think how that has nothing to do with, their intelligence, their skills, their abilities, their goals, their map that they've set up for themselves. Or not recognize that you can't change other people's negative attitudes and views about someone's hair, and having to get it cut because of some frivolous rule. But so don't at first start trying to figure out how to formulate a plan to fix this. In listening, all you have to do is attempt to understand, even if it's outside of your experiences of being told to cut your hair, to receive something you've already earned. You don't have to do anything but just use your imagination. We all have great imagination, so just imagine that going on in someone's life, and they need to talk about it. 3 important things to remember before you open your mouth to speak when you're listening is to keep your judgment of their concern at 0. 0 means nothing. You want to keep your opinions and advice to yourself unless you've got the same texture hair and can relate to their plight, to their concern that they're talking to you about. And thirdly, only give your opinion and what you think if your loved one or your friend asks for it. If they ask you for an opinion. As you listen, ask questions, ask helpful questions that will help you further understand the situation better, so you can fill in the gaps that they might not have mentioned, and you'll know for yourself exactly what needs to be done, or think you need to be done, or you can advise them. Don't assume anything. If you assume something, you make an ASS out of you and me. Put assume, spell those words together. A quote I got from someone else I know. Cancel out assumptions by asking questions. Fill all the gaps and ask questions so that you can get the answers and understand the story truly. When you're listening closely, you will hear if your loved one or friend or acquaintance is stressed, excited, confused, angry, sad, hurt, ashamed, being bullied, or just simply have given up on life, because we do have a lot of suicides that are occurring. Or you might even see that they just need some encouraging words from someone they know that cares about them. Once you discover their mindset, what's on their mind as it relates to this discussion, you will know better how to respond to your loved one or your friend's concern. This week's assignment is to be a better listener. Try using your mouth less and your ears more, because we got 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we're going to use the one where we have more stuff. It does not cost anything to be a good listener, but a little time. And because we're alive, we do have some time in our hectic lives to just sit down. My motto in life, and has been for many years, is that God gave us 2 ends, and success depends on which end we use the most. Heads, we win. Tails, we lose. And so I just want you to think about listening better. If don't cut people off when they're trying to talk to you. Don't forget to keep those texts and messages coming to 850-665-0634. And listening is a very, very, very important part of relationship. Contrary to popular belief, we want to remember to listen. Listen carefully. Listen closely. Pay attention. And, if you start showing how to listen to your loved ones, then that's a skill that they can develop at a young age. If you take the time to listen to a 3 or 4 year old or 5-year-old, they love to talk anyway, and sometimes they want to catch us at a time that's not convenient for us to sit and talk about these little minor things. But if we could just stop for a second, take a deep breath, and okay, talk to me. What you got to say? And really listen, giving them eye contact, and listen to the whole story. Remember, every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. So we don't want to just listen to the beginning, then cut it off and start giving advice. We want to listen to the entire story and then give them advice if they need it. Give them encouragement if they need it. Refer them to someone who may be able to assist with whatever they are concerned about. But in any case, just spend more time with loved ones, telling them you love them. I mean, that's a good thing to do each and every day. We woke up this morning and we know we're alive, but from yesterday to this morning, we were not promised that day. There are a lot overnight that have died in their sleeps. There are things walking and things happening all around this world today where someone is in jeopardy of dying, physically, fleshly dying. The spirit lives on, but the flesh dies in this realm. And so it is important to act like each day, if you possibly can. I know we get busy and we get distracted, and there are people, distraction, business, finances, home environment, family, even spending time with a loved one to listen. That is a distraction, but that is something that's simply needed, because we need to start loving on one another more than we do. And so my point here is that we just got to take a little bit more time, and we got to think that this could be my last day. This could very well be the last day in this earthly realm. So if I think this is my last day, then I want to do everything on this day to be prepared to go to the next place right now. If you're young, since when I was older, we had more people dying old, and we understood that they were dying from old age. I think I'm over my time, but we had people dying when they were old, and we understood that. It is hard to understand young people dying now. They're dying at a rate faster than the older people are, it seems like sometimes, in the news. But the most important thing is to remember that you are alive right now. And in you being alive, and you're able to effect change, you're able to do whatever it takes to secure yourself spiritually in a way. Y'all know my disclaimer is that I believe in the Lord God Almighty, and that's never going to change, because I believe in the person who created me, who created this day, who allowed me to have the air to breathe. We don't buy air. Where can we go pick up some air and purchase it? We can't. It's given to us freely. So count your blessings. Spend more time counting your blessing and telling the Most High just how much you appreciate Him. Even if you are a sinner, which we all are. We're all sinners. Just tell Him. He knows all about it anyway, so you don't have any secrets from Him, so you can just talk to Him and build a relationship with Him would be a good thing. I'm going to have to stop now because, I'm over talking my time, and, you have other things to do, and I do too. But I do appreciate you joining me this morning. Remember to visit our website at changetomorrowtoday365.org. You can still send comments and everything to changetomorrowtoday365@gmail.com. Continue to call, write, whatever it takes to do better, learn better, show improvement in whatever areas in your life you think needs to be improved. And I love you too. And with that, I love you, which makes me feel so good. You see that big smile that came on my face, right? Because someone told me that they love me. I love you back. I love you for listening. And I'm just trying to do my part to make a difference, you know. Whether I'm right or wrong, I'm trying to walk in my purpose. So, you know, don't judge me too hard. But if you want to make comments, I'm open for critical comments. I mean, I want to do things in excellence. So please share. Until next time, goodbye.